welcome back to Katie's Budgeting Life. I am Katie, and today we are going to be doing our budget breakdown for our first November paycheck, so November 11th check. So it is our income for my full-time income, Phil's full-time income, and the child support that I get for Mason. So I think we're going to have a pretty good pay, hopefully. So let's get into our book and we will get started. Okay, so we're still rocking our new candles. I like them. I think they set a pretty good vibe, don't you think? Nice little vibby vibe. Get it? Okay. Anyway, so all right. So let's start with our income. So between Phil and I, our income was $6,480. And for anyone that was following me, Phil, the way his job works is he has to submit his times, and he messed up last pay and submitted 2 days worth too late. So 2 overtime days too late. So it actually went on to this pay. So we ended up not paying, or we ended up not putting half of our mortgage from the last pay. So we ended up having to do double the mortgage for this pay, if that makes sense. So we did get the extra money, but it kind of like null and voids because we're paying the extra mortgage. So anyway, so 6,480, and then we have child support, which is $175. So that gives us $6,655 to start off with. So what we're going to do is go to our bills first. So like I said, this is a full mortgage payment. So that's $1,610. We have a Wells Fargo credit card, which is $165. TJX is $50. Again, that's not a, it's a credit card, but it's not it doesn't have like a standing balance. It's just, for a couple of Phil's doctors, we didn't know that we had a balance with them, and now they're taking money out. So we're trying to just anyway. Okay, First Financial loan is $559. E-loan is $276. Geico is $527. That is 3 drivers and 4 cars. So I know it's a lot of money, but that's a lot of cars. Gas and electric is $161. Wi-Fi is $90. Rachel is $100. That's my sister. I pay her $100 a paycheck because she helped me when we were trying to get out of our whole CarMax debacle, the negative equity stuff. So that's $100 to her, I think. And like I said, my plan with that is to keep giving her $100 until our taxes come back, and then whatever I owe her left, I'm just going to take out of that. Planet Fitness is $23. DirecTV is $75. Capital One Walmart is $30. One Main is $380. And then Phil gets $1,257, and that is towards his bills, his gas, and his spending for the 2 weeks. All right, so that comes to $5,303. So we have 6,655 minus $5,303, which gives you $1,352. So now that once all of our bills are paid, then we come down to our cash envelopes, which is basically everything to get us through for the 2 weeks. So gas, groceries, anything, the variable spending. So we have gas, which is $235, which has been going pretty well. Groceries is $340. I don't know if that's going to work, but we'll try it. Starbucks is $25. I did up it $5, if you can see, but their prices went up. So I'm trying to at least keep the drinks that I can get. Eating out is $30, and extra is $10, which comes to $640. So we do 1,352 minus 640, which gives you $712. So now that all of that is done, then we come to our sinking funds. I'm not going to go through all of them, but there's 20 of them here, which comes to $712. And I will say, so if you see, I have Snowball here. Yes, Snowball's back. But I did already put it up here because it's just a habit for me because it's a envelope, but I should have put it in my extra debt section. But so I didn't, I added it into my sinking funds amount. So I'm not going to add it in here. I just have it here as a note. So with all of our sinking funds, it comes to $483. So we have $712 minus $483, which is $229. So now we come down, and like I said, this is just a note because I already have it in here. Then we have our extra savings. So we have our savings challenges, which is our multiply and our random. And then also I wanted to tell you guys, it's not set in stone yet, but I still am really actively working on getting Ava into daycare. I've talked to my close family about it, and they do agree that it is time for her to go in to daycare, but it looks like it looks like what I want out of a daycare, I'm really only going to get from an actual place. The home daycares are just not really what I'm looking for. And I've also had like 3 or 4 that I already reached out to, and it didn't feel good to me. And when you're a mom, you really need to go with your instincts with certain things. So, when it comes to Ava girl, she is our angel, she's our princess, and if I don't feel good about it, I'm not going to do it. So we are actually going to a place today. We have a tour of a place in like an hour, and they're not too expensive. The prices are for an actual place. It's like 5 days a week and everything. But again, I don't know if I'm gonna do full time. They do offer part time, so 3 full days a week. They offer like breakfast and lunch and a snack. And in the 2's room, because she'll be 2 in 3 weeks, it's $170 a week. So I don't know if that sounds like a lot to you guys, but I'm telling you, in my area, that is very, very, very cheap for an actual place with what I've been looking for. So the full-time isn't much more, but again, I don't know if I want to do that because going from 0 days to 5 days is a lot for me, and I know I'm going to go through separation anxiety. So anyway, I'm still kind of iffy when it comes to the money and it comes to everything like that, but I just have to see how I feel when I go there today. And see if Ava likes it, and then we'll go from there. So with that being said, I did put a week of daycare down here, 170, to see, it's not the full amount that we would need, of course, because we would need, double that, but I'm just going to try to get myself into it, because I would like this to start the beginning of the year, if I do put her in daycare, because she won't be 2 until the end of November, so this is a 2's room. And then it's kind of weird starting a child in December because they have all for the holidays, and, it's just, I don't know. So I would like to start her in January if possible, if they're willing to do that. So anyway, I do have 170 aside, because also if they tell me hey, we can do the beginning of the year, but you need to do a 1 week hold or something, at least I'll have it ready. So, and I also put a little bit of extra money in our kids' envelope because there's a $30 registration fee. So if this does work, that's what I'm going to do, but I don't know yet. I need to see if it feels good. So anyway, so once you do the savings challenges and the daycare amount, it comes to $229, which you subtract $229 minus $229, and obviously you get 0. So I think it's a pretty successful pay. We have to, of course, with the snowball, I want to do that, and our bills are all good. So I think it's a pretty positive paycheck. I think it's, I feel really good about it. So yeah, that is a zero-based budget. All right, guys, that's going to wrap up our video for today. That is our budgeting for our November 11th paycheck. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. My next video is going to be the cash stuffing for this paycheck, which is always so fun and enjoyable. We can see how I did with my wallet and everything like that. So thank you guys so much. Please stay safe, and until the next video, bye-bye.